Hey, I'm your money coach, Tishina Anderson, and welcome to Freedom University. Okay, hello, Miss Lisa Nicole Cloud. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I am doing good. I'm so excited about this exit interview. For those of you who do not know out there, Lisa Cloud has been, she was my first mentor in business and someone I have so much respect for, everything that you've accomplished. And you taught me so much. And I remember this, and it's one of those things that has stuck with me to this day. Like, remember we used to go to events and we would go around when the event was over and people were speaking and they were selling books and products, and you would just be buying everything. And I would ask you, like, like, what are you doing? Like, what you were like, Tish, this is how you learn. Like, you buy stuff so that you know what to do, so that if you want to ever create something yourself or use this kind of information. And I don't know if you know, and I've never shared this with you, but I feel like that was one of the most valuable things that you could have ever taught me, was to always invest in myself. And so I appreciate that, because that's not something that most people do naturally, right? And you do it with ease. And I love that, because that's what makes people successful. And that's what you taught me.
Mhm.
So, my first question is, like, what made you decide to invest in this course?
So, I've been watching you for the last couple of years. I see how passionate you are about financial education and helping empower people. And so I said to myself, I have just as a whole just kind of done things, but not necessarily been the one that was like managing it. Like, I'll go somewhere and someone will say, "Oh, you should have this kind of account." So I'll say, "Okay, let me go open this kind of account." Or someone will say, "You need to have this type of insurance policy." So I'll go and buy that kind of insurance policy, but not necessarily really knowing why, but just knowing that these are very successful people and obviously what they're doing is working. So let me just rip off and duplicate. That's what
Right.
we teach. And so as I watched you and I watched some of your lives and some of your testimonials, I could see that the information you were sharing with people was very detailed and helped people understand it on, you know, a basic level, not even though you cover information that's very, very high level, you explain it in a way that the average person who's just getting started can understand. And so, I have all these accounts and I see the money that's sitting in there, but I never really went in and tried to change the allocations of where money was going. I always let these money managers do it. And you obviously have shown me I can do it myself. I don't have to pay those high fees to people. And, it was just very, very eye opening. And, I just believe that we have to constantly reinvest back into ourselves because we're our greatest asset.
That is so true. So, what would you say to other high income earners, people who maybe are managing, having someone else manage their money? Maybe they're not like really looking at everything. What would you tell them about taking a course like this?
Mhm. So I've learned the hard way the importance of not just trusting your experts to do everything for you, from tax preparers to now money managers. Without going into too much detail, a lot of the leaders in Five Links were very trusting of some money managers, and we were just blindly dumping tens of thousands of dollars into retirement accounts, not really managing them ourselves, but trusting someone to manage them. And we lost, many of us lost, tens of thousands, if not hundreds of thousands of dollars from that situation.
Yeah.
So that situation really woke me up to say, I have to understand what I'm having money managers or experts who I have hired to manage for me, what they are doing. I cannot just blindly say, okay, here, do my taxes. Because, when it comes down to someone auditing you, they're not going after your tax preparer,
I
they're coming
know.
after you.
Yeah.
And same with your money manager. If you're losing money or if you're not reconciling and understanding exactly how much went into your 401k. Because I mean, they were just blindly taking money out of our checks, because I was of the belief that, well, what I don't get, I don't miss. So
Yeah.
just take what you, whatever the max is a year that I can put into these retirement accounts, just take it out so I won't miss it, and I'll just live off of what I make. And so this is a great course. I would tell any person that's a high income earner, it's not how much you make, it's how much you keep. And, one thing that I think both of us learned from our experience with Five Links, I mean, um, we spent a lot of money.
Yeah.
We made a lot of money. We spent a lot of money. And if we had just known what we know today,
Yeah.
we would have done a lot better with how we invested our money in things like our retirement accounts and in our brokerage accounts and so forth. So I just think it's an amazing, amazing course. It definitely has taught me a lot. Um, Now I got to go and put everything that you taught into play, because that's the other thing. There's something called paralysis of analysis, and we sit there and we analyze and analyze and analyze, but we actually have to take action and do. So that's my challenge for myself in December, to actually take the information that you've shared and actually set up all of these accounts, get my personal accounts transferred over into business accounts. I mean, you taught so much, and you were very, very specific and very, very personal in the information you shared.
Well, thank you. Thank you. So, how do you feel now? You've taken the course, you got the information. I know when we first started off today, you was like, "Oh my gosh, it's the last day that we're together." And do you mind sharing, like, how do you feel now that you've taken the course?
Okay. So the first week, I was depressed. Because
Yeah.
that's when we were talking about retirement is not an age, retirement is a number, and how
Yeah.
much are you living off of today, and this is
Yeah.
how much you need to have in your retirement accounts. And I was like, oh my God, I'm so far off the mark. But as we went on, I saw a way of actually getting to the mark that was very doable. But again, it came down to really understanding what goes into that number.
Yeah.
And so every week it's just been like very exciting to learn more aspects of, building wealth and managing your portfolios. And, it's, my mother is very, very good at this, but I just never took the time to sit down with her and let her show me. But when I saw that you were doing it, I was like, okay, let me let Tish show me what she knows and what she's doing. Because I mean, you're walking the walk, you're talking the talk. You've had highs, you've had lows, and you're back high. And that's what it's all about. I think it's very relatable, and all of us have been through some experiences with our wealth.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, I thank you so much. I had so much fun. I felt like it was us catching up again and getting back to who we were from day one. And I enjoyed this time. I know that, I think about the day that all the time, the day that you introduced me into the industry of direct sales. And I am forever grateful for that. And it was an honor to teach you, because I know you've taught me things, and that's what life is all about. It's giving return. And I'm looking forward, because I know you're going to build some millions of dollars. And
I cannot wait. That's the other thing. You asked me how I feel.
I'm
I
like,
feel
Lisa,
super
wait a minute, wait for
excited.
me.
Right. I feel super excited because I have this money that I can now move over and I can manage. I mean, when we were going through all of it, look, this is my portfolio, right? This binder right here is all of my accounts. And I was like, oh my God, I got one here, I got one here, I got one here, because I was just setting them up. And now I'm excited to be able to have them all in one place
Yeah.
and be able to watch them grow.
Yes, yes.
And
And
help my husband too, because
yes,
he's the same way. He got them from this employer and this
yeah.
employer, and it's like now we can pull them together and we can actually watch them all grow. And,
Yeah.
we're actually closer to getting to retirement than we were when we were in our 30s. So,
Yes.
we got to like buckle down and get disciplined and really focus to hit that number.
Absolutely. And I cannot wait to see what you're going to do, because if it's anything like the person that you are, I know it's going to be crazy. It's
I'm excited. I mean, I really, really, the information is worth every dime. I actually think you should charge more because it is just the information. You will make your investment back tenfold, if you, a hundredfold, if you just apply the knowledge
right.
and start being disciplined and taking action with the information. Thank
Absolutely. Well,
you.
thank you. Thank you. I love you so much. And I enjoyed this time together. Mwah.
Definitely. Mwah. Thank you. And have a good rest of the year. 2020 has just been a doozy, but I'm excited about 2021. I think
Yeah,
the other day I posted on my social media, 2021, I'm coming for you. And a lot of that was based on the information that I got here.
good, good. Well, thank you so much. I appreciate you.
Thank you.